Hi there. Think my mod is the right scale. I had messed that up earlier. Speaking of messing up, my controller is not responding. And I knew I should have tested that out like before I began the stream. Oh, it's working now. Phil. I was thinking I was gonna have to do that thing of getting it to work again. Anyhow, I actually forgot which chapter I had stopped in the Beast of Fame story. Oh, it's still on chapter 1. I think I had cleared that already, but I just cleared the prologue. Also, hi there, Kira. When I was off stream, I did one more monster in the arena, like the harder versions of them. This one I actually had to try twice. And with this monster I did, it did show to me like how Reim is going to struggle a bit more to be a tank than Viator. Because while she can counter, she doesn't have the means to just outright avoid damage that Viator had. Also, her HP was like weirdly low for a while. I think it was, last time it was around like 2100. I actually had to give her a bunch of HP nuts to raise it so that she can actually tank something. So I hope I don't regret that investment. And this just gives more credence to like how Macy could be a tank, because she has over 3000 HP, like a way more than most other party members, including Remy before the nuts. And that's her natural like stat, it's not me who gave her HP nuts. She was built to be a tank, she just chose to be a healer instead. Funny enough, there's a couple Arcanite's characters where are basically that. So I have a new party chat because I think I maxed out Reim's friendship. The monster arenas helped me hone my skills even further. And to reinforce it, I thought our paths happen to cross. I guess you have to build the arena to unlock Reim's quest. Yeah, I first set out from the east in search of worthy opponents, so I was sorely disappointed. Until I met you. My shameful defeat at your hands taught me there are heights that I have yet to reach. Right, last stream had like a full hour of me trying to beat Remy. A full movie. Truth be told, I was a hair's breadth away from ending my journey then and there. Even though the path of the sword is an unceasing one. Why am I so preoccupied with the idea of mastery? Because obtaining that level of skill would lift me out of a life of poverty. To me, the way of a sword is the way to a better life. The reason I started on this path in the first place, and I hope to continue to hone my skills by your side. If you allow me to, you're probably a permanent party member from now on, so don't worry about that. Perhaps one day you and I might. No, I shall save that for another time. What was she going to say? Oh, also, off stream I did procure one Ratatouille. That's the food that Goodwin wants to be able to recruit him. Now, if only I can find him on the map. Also, I got one more Azure Flamestone, so now I can like fast travel anywhere, not just downs. Makes it a lot easier to visit the islands. He'll rather die than be fed anything other than a Ratatouille, so here we go. My heart and belly hold take weight because my passion from deep within awakes.
Oh, これぞ美食の極み。腹を満たすボリューム、心を満たすノスタルジー。運命の扉は今開かれた。感謝する。君よ、永遠なれ。
Why does he speak like an anime American?
聞いて てくれるか好きな人生我が目指すは演劇を希望を胸に夢とロマンを振りまいて憧れの都シアトポリス
Also, this sounds like Drowns of Mana music.
ああしかし立ちふさがりしは大陸一の劇作家夢を求むる我が劇に劇作家は抱きするように言い放つ陳腐だキャツが求むる演劇は見る者の心をえぐる苦悩と悲劇大作家の一言で夢の都から締め出され意気消沈し街道をさまよう我が眼前に広がりしは広大な海ならばここに夢を見よう海は誰のものでもないひらめきたるは戦場舞台
That's how he ended up stranded.
こぎ出した我にさらなる不幸が襲いかかる嵐大波天空
He just like algo se fez villain. I wonder if he was actually like made to base ending for algo since he's not playable in this game.
渇望するは故郷の味それをもたらした君よこれぞ運命懐かしの味によみがえる故郷を立つとき抱いた希望演劇で夢を見せるこんなところで終われるものかさあここからが第二幕
I'm not planning to use him in my party, but I'm thinking he must be annoying to use depending on how his voice lines are like.
Bravo!
Unless he tones it down when you play as him. I'm Goodwin, the main take out the other king.
ああ、だが海での悲劇から立ち直った証として海難王と名乗ることにしようか。
The shipwrecking.
この海難王と共
Now
に
let us sail
行くの
together,
だ。
henceforth the shipwrecking is your
船に乗
companion.
ったつもりでいたまえ。
Might have some good skills to give to other party members. That's what you have to think about like whenever you get somebody new, if you don't plan to use them. Which I got like anytime a game finds some utility to all the characters you don't use. Godwin a dancer? Oh, he's a dancer. Though you'll see, like he's more of an actor. Dancer will use lightning to hinder the enemy's actions. Dancer makes inflict accuracy down, invasion down, first to act less. That one's already sounds really good. Especially for Yuki, so he can land the rain of arrows more easily. I don't think I have anybody who has a evasion down skill. Sounds refrain, unleash 2 lightning attacks to random foes. That's a thunder spell. Learn support skill that increases survival rate to a fun tough. This might be like a sturdy passive like in Pokemon. Subjects enemies to multi-hit lightning attacks and force them to act less. I want to get this catalyst. But he's gonna need to get a bunch of SP to be able to unlock it, I imagine. Same for Aim actually, she still doesn't have her full skill set. And she's quite limited until that happens. Make foes more likely to attack paired ally in the back row and raise their defense for 3 turns, same move to the back row. Oh, this is also a pretty good one. So I could potentially unburden Raimi of having to have a provoke skill and instead give it to Laurana. So Laurana gives Raimi provoke and then swap space with her. A big problem I have with Laurana is that whenever I use her, I have to deal with the fact that she's left in the front row, where she's more vulnerable. And then my tank is left in the back row. I totally forgot Tallbreak existed. Oh, well, the cast from Octopath 1 is like never leaving my mind. I know there's 2 of them left to recruit. They're taking a while to show up. Admittedly, I haven't used it a lot. I guess I only used like Dress, Primos, and Therion a bit. I'm not too worried about leaving the Octopath 1 characters like to the side because in the future I will play Octopath 1. In that game you will see plenty of those characters and they'll be more fleshed out. Meanwhile, in this game, the characters that are new to 0U, there's the only place you can see them, won't have another chance. A double fan attack. Lightning, another lightning. Oh, this is another one I wanted. This could go to Search. And I can give her a passive that buffs the dance skills. Now it's gonna need more JPs for Raimi. So I have to remember to put it on the training ground after I get that chest over there. A giant surprise I didn't open before. Oh, there's another body shot. I do not believe I've seen her smile, not even once. Needless to say, I know full well that what she has been through is no laughing matter. Yet I have no desire to watch her continue to blame herself for the rest of her life. What would be the best way to make her laugh, do you think? A song you say, perfect, for that is my forte. Alone, a young woman kneels in prayer, grief and anguish ever plaguing her. When she closes her eyes, she sees a past she can't help but despise. Yet if she would hazard a simple glimpse at those gathered, a gag of grins should find it, perhaps respond in kind. Oh, curse me, I only made her cry all the harder. No, these are tears of joy. Thank you so very much for trying to cheer me up, Godwin, and you too, Yuki. I haven't done anything, but thanks. That was a lovely song. Did my eyes see me or did she just smile? I have no doubt in my mind now, songs bring forth hope. Thus shall I endeavor to keep spreading my ballads to all the people of this world. I think I have to change the track in my mouth a bit. I feel like it doesn't move enough when I reading stuff. Godwin, I hear you tell that you once met a terrible fate at sea, is that true? It is, and that, my good friend, is why I call myself the Shipwreck King. You gave yourself an alliance that memorializes your misfortune. That seems like an odd choice. There is a character that I love from a visual novel who is actually also like this. He gets a new name that's a reference to a traumatic incident. It's a fanboy protagonist. It was a frightful mishap to be sure, and yet I glimpsed something utterly mystifying because of it. As I desperately clung to some flotsam, helpless adrift at sea. Should I spy by the tiny isle that held a single tower reaching upwards toward the sky? Actually, I already unlocked that as a destination, but it's a level 60 quest, so I'm waiting a bit to tackle it. I wish to assure, but sadly the currents had other plans for me. Also, it's a bit expensive, but it's nice. I thought that as well. Can't help but wonder what about that isle and its lofty tower. Will that isle be what I think it is? Yeah. Don't that you need the keys to go inside, I think. I actually don't know if I have all of them. The Mystic Keys, a secret tower, and legendary weapons. Sounds like a true adventure indeed. Like getting run over by a cart and carrying yourself no break. Kinda like this. I was painted sent to a play, I shall dub it the Hero of Legends. Think your story of surviving a shipwreck to be far more captivating, but what do you think, Yuki? You truly think my tale that fascinating? Getting caught in a storm, having your ship torn to pieces is utterly gripping. You don't say? Then I shall tweak the story such that I arrive in the island and lay hands on a legendary weapon. Is that not acceptable? You won't be able to obtain a weapon if you don't possess a key. It is pretty dramatic, but one that wandering into the realm of misleading. Our reason is as sharp as a dagger to the heart. Therefore, as lamented as it is, I shall abandon any thoughts of turning the legend to the play. Thank you for seeing our side of it. Please allow me to at least compose a short ballad about here and now. My his like pirate chats are long. The heroes that take the weapons in hand. Day and night to protect the land. Neither wealth nor power nor fame acquired. But a life of quiet it is hard. It's as if you read my very mind. Thank you, that was the perfect new way to close the book on our journey to the legendary weapons. I have to inquire further with Goodwin. I'll place him on the village first. I should go inside the house. Is that the only vacant one? But there's some animals you can recruit to the village as well. Where is Jesper? He's now picking out with a dog and a cat. I can't take the pork from him, which is probably because I don't have pigs unlocked yet. Both player and actor adores fantastic stories about the adventure. Because living out of Pietropolis for artistic differences in attempting to put performance at sea, only to meet with a shipwreck. He has inspired him to take up the name of shipwrecking. His favorite food is ratatouille, but he also likes omelets, which I have plenty of. Just when he was having trouble writing his next script, a bolt of inspiration struck him after he had an omelette. And up and again, if I give you that. A bouillabaisse. Yeah, I must see to his face, lest it go to waste. Maybe hit with almost two. So I've been hit with almost 2 weak, like a father do me. That sucks, even more so that it's fault of a company instead of just like some natural incident. A firm believer in stories having the power to spark hope in people's hearts. His next choice to write a tale featuring Yuki. If this was in modern times, it'd be like a massive fandom person. A fanfic writer. Puts in the body and stories also in the soul. That's what I believe, anyway. You fed me on numerous occasions now. In like fashion to my place glad and those suffering from tragedy, lifting thing out the mire so that they might hope in dream once more. As my encounter with you, that opened the curtain on the second act of my life. It was a miracle, I don't know what it is. Just think about it, fills me with emotion. It's too late, I must express myself in song. Skip this one because my throat is getting a bit dry. You're courageous and kind and modest too. I get that this one is supposed to be like embarrassing. It's just that like now it feels mundane because the game is like constantly reinforcing how awesome your character is. Which is like a classic gacha game vice that this game hasn't quite shaken off. They sank the other pump to the river, saw the new pump on raft a couple days ago. Figured they're gonna put it to the river, I see. If that distraction out of the way, I can go back to the main quest, right? Oh yeah, I met some new characters when I was exploring this town further off stream. There's one I wanted to highlight. I think it's in not this house, must be the other one. Nope, it's in one of those houses. Yeah, I think I'm not finding him again. At least I like double checking if I didn't leave anything behind. Though, there he is. I saw you with Reno. I won't let you have her, says young Green admirer. After losing his family to the Scarlet's notice by withdrawing to silence, Reno was the first to reach out to him, and with love and care for her, the other churchgoers is starting to recover. He idolizes Reno so strong with borders of fixation. Also, what are you gonna do about it? Wanna fight? What did I have to do now? Yeah, to the confessional. Oh, there were more people to inquire here that I have missed. I must protect this land from the Westerlings. Now it's my turn to protect his cathedral. Oh, fire coat is a pretty good armor, though I don't know if I still have someone who needs it. Not this cathedral, not on my watch. Yokibi Sobeki take a widow in marriage. I mean, there was a widow I used to really like, and then she died. That was Eureka, which is funny because Eureka was a widow, then she died. Now I am an Eureka widow. I understand the name is supposed to have like a massive damage potential, but without their complete set that still like isn't showing. He has a passive that buffs her attack shift deals like multi-hits against broken enemies. And that might mean she doesn't need the surpassing power passive if she focuses on multi-hit attacks.
暗闇の手応えあり。やめたまえ。
恨みはさっさと終わらせるにあった覚悟しよっかじゃあさあどうしよう覚悟しよっか
やるべき
Now
こと
hit
は
the
分
other
かる
one.
ね。暗闇の手応えあり。
Let's see how much damage he'll do. Here's sword is strong there, spear, so I should go with this one. It's for such a like a cheap skill, it's okay. Unless I miss something over here. Does this has to lead to the confessional? Yeah, it's the same upper floor. It's a calico. This place is so lovely, no one better there to try and steal it from me. A cat can't buy a believer of the other's sacred flame. Staying there allows it to curl up by the fireplace to escape the cold and get leftovers still if lucky. It's determined not to give out this privileged position to any other cat. A visitor from Goldshore in the distant coastlands who came to see the Cathedral of Titus. She can't stop marveling at how much bigger it is than the cathedral back home. She is actually lost, she has just hasn't realized it yet. And you just go downstairs to find the exit, it's not that, can't be that hard. And somehow I have opened this chest already. I think it's just like the dungeon from Master of Fame. It's just turned into like a peaceful map now, but the layout is the same. I'll burn down, I lost everything, my manner, my fortune. I can't believe in any god, but I'm beginning to believe in the kindness of people. Nobel lost everything when his mansion was destroyed by vile monsters, totally bereft of religious feeling. He had never even donated with the other prayer, now the church has taken him. Genuine faith still eludes him, but his gratitude to the people of the order is sincere. Bishop Tyson was party to wrongdoing that yet I never noticed. But has been punished for his misdeeds, and for that we must give thanks to the Flamebringer. A priest dispatched from Flame's Grace, his administrative competence, steadfast faith, and sagacious policy of not asking too many questions are most pleasing to Bishop Darset. Can you imagine why? Right, the equipped character SP regen in the back row, that also is a pretty good one. Well, beating that last monster in the arena gave me a skill I wanted to highlight. It's a passive. Scout Ultimate Challenge. The description says, at the start of battle, charge the equipped character's ultimate charge by 1. So it just means that one character can start the battle with 1 charge to their ult when the maximum is 3, so you might think it's not a big deal. Until you realize that this means that if you give this to Alexa, she can note one time in the start of every random battle. So like they're already driven through just some AoE skills. If you want to like basically delete random battles from the game, just give this to Alexia. Just charging with Magia Apocrypha into every random battle. So like the moment that random battles start to ramp up and begin to get actually tough, I know what to do. And it looks like the confessional is actually downstairs.
いや、諸君、手がかりは見つかったかい？
対岸司祭が言われた通り、懺悔室を調べてみようと思います。
ああ、懺悔室ならそこの階段の奥だよ。幸運を祈るよ。名
I'll be
探偵
praying for success, great detectives. Makes its signals from that kind.
鍵がかかっていますね。町の教会に行ってみましょう。司祭が戻っているかもしれません。
Can you eavesdrop? Is there somebody on the other side? At the neighborhood cathedral. Remember that I can like directly warp to the dungeon zone, although it's not actually here. Ah, so that's not the cathedral. There's another one. Oh, this is the cathedral. Looks more like a church.
懺悔室の鍵ですか？私がモナリス司祭様から預かっていますよ。モナリス司祭様はミザを探しに出ていますから。あの親子は本当に仲良しで、私、司祭様から相談されました。ミサの誕生日に贈る花を。今年はどんな花ならミサは喜ぶかなって。きっと見つかりますよね、ミサ。
懺悔室にその手がかりがあるかもしれないのです。
懺悔室ならこの鍵で開けられます。私も一緒についていっていいですか？
もちろんです。一緒に手がかりを探しましょう。
ありがとうございます。私も力になりたいんです。ミサのために。
I feel that if Rinyu was actually included as playable in this game, this would have been the moment to actually joins you. At least as a guest party member. Also, her voice reminds me quite a bit from some Arcanite's character I can't name now. I was gonna say Arwind, but it's not that one. Should look up who her voice actress is later. She has this kind of like soft cadence that the Libri characters usually have.
木の切れ端でしょうか。
My tears are long since dried up. Try as I might, I can no longer shed a single one. Oh gods, if everything said about you is true, if you do in fact exist. I beg of you, please kill in as painful as a way as possible. Please kill who? Was it scratched off?
出生殿、何を。
うん。
隠し扉。
この先におそらく首謀者がい
You'll
る。
lead us to our mastermind.
なんと。
How did you figure that out?
タイタスの意志は
Because of
やはり
Titus
耐えては
Santos
いな
yet?
かった。選ばれし者よ。首謀者を追い詰めるぞ。
Wouldn't happen to be the mastermind, would you? He's left. I also have to find a way to get to the other side there. Oh well, that was much simpler than I thought. That's an arcane shot. No elemental damage to alphas. There's some skills like this, and I wonder if they're actually worth it. Because sure, it's a magic attack, but the fact it's no elemental means that you can't ever damage shield with it. You might as well just use an elemental spell. Unless it's only stronger than the others. Which it could be. I also think it's like slightly cheaper than a actual elemental spell would be. Could be like a mini Alex Azot. And now we're in a dungeon. Oh, there's the... That subject bandit. They have like a huge freaky mutated armor.
リ様歌が呼んだわね。
Yeah, that also works as something to spend on random battles. So I think just throwing out Alexia Azot with that other passive will work better. Yeah, that if you don't have Alex in your party, you can just use your avatar and use the bow out that deals AoE damage. Elemento, I think. Yeah, Alexia's just that. Have anybody else who could use it? Alexia's my only real like elemental attacker. Which maybe I should address at some point. It's Dr. Mundo from League of Legends. Right, so I think prevents blindness, which actually would be good for Yuki, because you know, like the one stars effect he should never get this blindness, because it will basically make the Rain of Hours useless. But else both his slots to raise his accuracy. String of Arrows Master. Yeah, ball damage 24, 5 to 8 times, so... It looks to be the same as Ring of Arrows, but it's like insanely more expensive. 58 SP against what? 12 from Ring of Arrows, and it's the same amount of times, like 5 to 8. So either this deals more damage or is more accurate. I'll put it on just like to see what it actually does. It might be for like a more damage oriented build, might be good for the Leash even.
私を退屈させないでくれよ。
So String of Arrows.
耳を澄ませて
Not really, that didn't feel like much more damage than Rain of Arrows, if even that. Maybe the accuracy is... Oh, I see. Oh, the difference is that you can choose who to target on that one. Rain of Arrows usually targets random foes. Though that's usually not a big problem for me, because you mainly use it against bosses to break their shield, and in that case you like isolate their kill their minions first anyway. I think it's worth like the massively higher SP cost.
や終わりよ祈りを捧げるわ
Oh yeah, there was one news I had to give to someone and I forgot. I think the Lich actually needs oppression because Heine already has a offensive buff. There's one called Iris Mayo. Is a defense and elemental defensive buff. And like the first elemental defensive buff I ever got. Meanwhile, Heine can use inhibit offense to lower physical and magical offense. Now let's stop with those there's stuff on the blackboard. Oh, and lit enemy.
腕が鳴るわねさよだれや耳を澄ませて歌い
ありがとう。抜くからには私焼いていきましょう。万丈この一そうだ。そういうことか。手応えあり。
I like to pole arms, good news to for Amy.
二段さてと退屈覚悟しよっか。よく観察して。暗闇を手応えあり。
耳を澄ませて
Oh, and to fancy good news for Laurana.
助ける急すまない
ありがとう。
止まってない理想を感じた
逃さん。さてどうしようかな。休むわ。一瞬の判断が精神を分ける。よく観察して。
Hi there, Knight. I'm doing pretty good. How are you doing?
暗闇ありの穴手応えあり。逃さん。逃さん。全力で。さて楽しもうか。
逃さない
Right, this test subject is so worth just 2,000 lives, not even that.
頼みます
行くぞ。2連鎖。やるべきことはわかるね。
Also, it's got more health than expected.
見切った。
耳を澄ませて息つい任せてさあ任せてちょうだい味わいなさいやるわよ
万丈この一手。
いきますよタッチ終わりですなんとかなりましたね
Oh, there was one thing I thought about giving to Macy. Let's see if I can get it now. Get this spare down here. Okay, so he learns weak to poison, and now oh, really? I cannot make a copy of this skill? That's a thing. In this game, you like some skills for some reason or another you can't make master of and give to other characters. I would give this to Macy so she can use on enemies and then use Poison's Touch, so she can poison enemies more reliably. But if you want that, you will need to just put a spell in your party. He can't give it to somebody else. So this skill sounds pretty good, like when the equipped character inflicts a status ailment, extend duration by 1 turn. So I should let him save up some more JP so I can unlock his ult later. Also, I'm placing the extra experience passive because it's not like I need any. I like way over leveled, more than 10 levels above the recommended. And it is only the second main quest. Oh, this guy was a culprit then. He's Misa's father, I think. And Misa was the girl who looks like Jita from Granblue. Done as you said. Please return Miss to me. What, did she ever leave? She was with us in the support table just one stream ago. Or is it because she's gonna get married, I think?
いかにも司祭殿、ご報告しよう。待ち人は信頼すべき聖職者にさらわれている。そしてここで、
And let heroes live with slaughter.
子羊となっていたのだ。モナリス司祭。
Yeah, you are the leader of the Black Scarlet, so what about the other one, Tarset?
タルセット司教は隠れ身のミス。
We're trying to frame Bishop Tarset.
そんなところだろう。
Okay, so everybody was wrong. I thought Rondo was the bad guy, then the character decided to was Tarset, but it was actually Monaris.
司祭様。
リンユ、知られてしまったね。君は大切なミザの友人だ。始末したくはなかった。あなたたちはここへおびき
You
寄せら
lot
れ
of
たので
corpse
す。
free lords here.
すべては計画です。英雄タイタスは利用されたのです。我らが
Our god used Titan as a hero to suit their own purposes.
神だと。聖火はそんなことを望みはせん。
成果などただの火ですよ。
So here she's talking about God in the singular, but not directly just about talk about gods in the plural. So which is it?
神に全てを捧げました。
Because if you say like gods as a collective, it's like the ones for each class, the ones that correspond to the rings. It's Alfric, Brand, and so on.
私の使命はベルノートの
It's my divine duty to create even stronger
さらなる
soldiers.
強き兵を作ること。司祭とは仮の顔です。 本業は学者でしてね。この研究に多くの時を捧げてきた。そしてついに完成したのです。さらに屈強となった狂人が。
貴様の神はさしずめ
Is what their god desires, they are a wicked god indeed.
お黙りなさい。我が神を愚弄するか。
Your gods are nothing more than fairy
偽り
tales.
の神の使徒
Also,
め。
there is like multiple faiths. One is for a singular god, the other one is for the
偽り
gods of each class.
結構私は炎の導き
It's no
に従
difference. We
う
have
のみ
follow the flames guidance, nothing more.
神はミザをお与え
God
になっ
granted me this as a gift. He's talking about his own daughter, by the way.
神は
Not
試
to give
練
him
を
a
お与えに。私の信仰が試されているのです。貴様らを始末しなければ。ミザのため
Do
に
I make a joke about the clergyman being obsessed with his own daughter? Is that like too banging fruits to bring up?
好きじゃないわ。
And they're just called monsters.
弱点ね。リズムを感じて。
Let's kill this one first so the other one can receive the main of arrows.
歌に
ある一瞬の判断が私し合いといきましょう。よく観察して暗闇を手応えあり。
ひどいわ。リズムを感じて。助ける。
The white-haired guy reminds me of Dot Loves. It means Azanthus.
救済
悪いね悪いね一瞬の判断が
Also, Dot Loves, not sure what that is.
私し合いといきましょう。
さっさと終わらせるにゃ
やった万丈この一手火炎よ手応えあり手応えあり。やった
The announcement is Dr. Mundo Bottori.
耳を澄ませて。歌に
ある日の愛して抜くからには容赦ポッ行くぞ返しのタッチよく観察して
So from what I got, this counter from Remy doesn't protect her from the attacks. She still takes full damage, she just returns with an attack of her own. And as you can see, she has a chance to not consume any BP, which is a really good passive.
火炎よ手応えあり
Things beating things on their chest remind me of that Cabaneri of the Iron Fortress anime, the one that looks like Attack on Titan, right?
耳を澄ませて。
一肌アキークの怒りを受けよアキークの怒りを受け逃さそこよ
さあ、どうしようかな。
And so far, I did not manage to make Remy do the thing that Viator did, where he sometimes gave like a level 3 eye to eye, eye for an eye, I mean, and that dealt an insane amount of damage. Still not sure how I'll make that happen.
全力だ
立ちます。
And thanks to the passive,
始めるわよ。
Mace's Poison last straight, there's a lot that it matter against that one.
背中は任せて2連山
リズムを感じて。
一肌脱ごう
息つい。ここは私の舞台。私の歌に身を委ね。悪いわね。ありがとう。
そこよ受け取って
さっさと終わらせるの。誰や。こちらの番です。
私は頭脳労働担当なのだが
Hope you're weak to
今
tongues.
ですよ。
Nice.
全力で。味わいなさい。
もらってくよ。
鮮烈なままに
これほどの相手がいようだ。
Nice of that guy from the Dot series, but Monk seems to be his name. Oh, Dot does in Dot Tech, and yeah, he does look similar.
K
さあ懺悔してもらおうか。貴様の神とは何者だ。貴様はなぜ
ミザミザ
待て。これは選ばれし者よ。これを奴の後を追うぞ。
Oh, what did it give me, Sazonus? Hey, manuscript page. And I don't assume you can read it for like the item menu. It's written on ancient script. This one gives away evasion. Could be actually better for Raimi, so she takes damage less often. I have like a bunch of good equipment, but that just for some reason or another is not quite as good as what I already have equipped to my party. And it doesn't look like that was actually this chapter's final boss.
ミザ
父さん。
お神よお許しくださったのですね。ミザ生きていてくれたのか。私のミザ。
Now what? I think that's
ミザ
understandable.
何を私の体に。
I mean, we would have probably killed him if she didn't.
自分でよく知っているでしょ。あのお方が私に与えてくれたの。あなたに罰を与える力を。父さん。モナリス司祭様。それに。いざ。どうして。
ミザミザ私の希望
炎の導くままに。
Oh, what's going on here? Every NPC is like more evil than the last one.
リズムを感じて歌にまな
針は抜くからにはよ果たし合いていきましょう。万丈この一手火炎よ。手応えあり。見切った守りをうがつ。
させとやるわよ。
一瞬の判断が生死を分ける。二段
Yeah, let's should have figured out from the order that she's not Victor's Spears.
返し切る。
Because I think they would be before the axe on the list.
救出するの
ありがとう。万丈この一内命よ。手応えあり。
目を済ませて。さてとやるわよ。
一瞬の判断が生死。ポプ返しの太刀。よく観察して。内命よ。手応えあり。守りをうがつ。
闇は晴らすわよ。
Not silence.
せーの受けられる。抜くからには容赦はしない。
任せて。もらった。
万丈この一内命よ。想定通
後
り。
期到来。アティークの怒りを受けよ。逃さん。逃さん。後期到来だ。
Do it again, why not? Actually, I think we're already almost done with this fight. So it's gonna be shorter than the last one.
逃さないわ。頼みます。
心を研ぎ澄ます。無心の矛。
Yeah.
剣の道をまた一つ。
ミザ、どうしてモナリス司祭様は
Other monarchs said you were his only hope. I feel like Reinu is naive to a fault at times. Like father, like daughter, I guess.
希望なんてない。この世にあるのは欲望だけ。ミザ！そんなの悲しすぎます。希望は
Yeah, a maniacal laugh, and that would usually be the moment I start crushing on a character, but that one, don't know, I think we haven't seen enough of her.
立ち上がれるか、リンユ。
お父さん。
お前は他人より険しい道を歩くことになる。だがリンユ、
Because she was blind and now she isn't for
光の見えぬお前だ
unexplained
からこそ
reasons.
見えるものもある。
There will be things only you can see because you can't see the
お
light.
前の強さを。いかなる時も希望はある。
お父さん。お父さんって温かい光のよう。また街が黄色に染まりました。
Yeah, so because she like heard that, she
多くを
couldn't conceive of how someone could dislike their father. Something like that. Might people always wish for more than they have.
傷つけてまで。 光が見えなかったからこそ、人の内にあるものを信じてきました。いかなる時も希望はあると。エンバーグローはきっと再現できるでしょう。私は
No, maybe I wasn't wrong about Torondo being the culprit, because maybe we'll just
強さ
come out to every single character from the cathedral doing something evil until it ends with him. It would be kind of funny.
私も信じよ
主司長殿。
Alright, that's a quote from Stena from Dark Knights, I think. Or some other character was like, she's reading a book and she tells you that like the twist of the mystery she was reading is that all the people in the train were murderers. Maybe just all the people in the cathedral have done something bad. I mean, the Fame class is still weird since it's a power city. I was thinking the same.
だが煙の出所
Actually, until now, I still don't get how this connects to the theme of fame over like power.
人の強さか。調査の間、ある手記を見つけた。モナリス司祭に
Then you can use the method to gain power.
そのものは
Same for wealth, but usually, like, the theme is pretty obvious from the get-go. The previous fame quest was about the famous playwright. This one just feels like just the power quest again.
だが恐ろしいのは
I have heard that the original was not going to be fame, the third device is going to be glory.
あの娘は長年父親に
Girl held a hit indicator for its choice to call father for many years.
ならぬな。その者はミザの憎悪を前立てし、飛翔薬を与え、復讐を手助けしてやった。
その力で我々を亡き者にしようと。
あの親子はその者の家畜だったのだ。
なんてことを。人間じゃない。
神らしいぞ。奴は人間たちの欲望を見抜き満たしている。そして自らを崇めさせ操っている。
神を気取るそのものが
真の首謀者だ。
Are we gonna kill God then? Usually pretty known for an RPG.
ある写本の切れ端。
Change because glory is within
これが
fame,
首
fame
謀
is
者の
not
手がか
glory.
りだと。
That could be why. Also, if you remember those the three characters from the tarot cards when you choose a quest to pursue, turns out they're not actual characters, like you never see them.
おそらく
I think they're meant to be like in-universe
奴は家
tarot
畜を
cards.
教会内にまだ
So that one, for example, that one woman that looked like Hermine is not gonna show up.
あぶり出さねば。
Since someone said that those are supposed to be the beta designs for the first three villains, the wealth and the power characters do kind of look like they could have been Hermine and Titus, but the fame character looks nothing like August, which might be because he was designed back when it was still going to be Glory, so it was a completely different character.
神よ、
Hey, that's the second villain in a row that's roping as being a god. First was
仰せの
Muska.
ままに。
So there was a blue chest right over here. Just gonna rest because I need to, and then I'm taking a break. Let's go through. On one hand, it's a bit of a shame because and I'll see if I can find a picture of the tarot cards. This image is a bit dark, but it's gonna have to do. So those three, they not gonna show up. They are supposedly beta designs for the first three villains. This one has a pretty cool design. I would have liked to see what he would have been about. So it's a bit androgynous. But if that was gonna be like the villain for a potential glory quest, we're never gonna see it. Now I'm taking a break. I'll see you in a moment. Hi there. Now, there was a correction I wanted to make, because last stream, if I remember, when I was talking about Reime, I had commented that she was one of the characters from the gacha game that was carried over to Zero, this game. That was incorrect. Reime is actually new to Octopath Zero, like the rest of my current party. There's a picture I have to get. What happens, I think I got her mixed up with a character from the gacha game. That's this one. Their name's Hasumi. And she's not playable in Zero, though I wish she was, because her design is pretty cool. I was looking up the full cast of playable characters in this game again, and it turns out it's a bit standardized, I think it's what you say. Basically for each base class, so like warrior, merchant, hunter, and etc., the 8 classes, you have 3 characters for each. Out of the 3, like, one is one of the characters from Octopath 1, and the other 2 are new characters. So for the warrior class, you have Reime and Viator as the new warrior characters. Where is Viator here? And the one from Octopath 1 is Obrik. You also have Harit as the hunter from Octopath 1. Then you have Delish and Fen as the new ones. And that's the same for all the 8 base classes. But 8 times 3 is just 24 characters. This game has a total of 36. And that's because the rest are characters that have a unique class that's special. Only they have it. For example, your character counts as the ring bearer. He's got no class. Sia's an architect. Only she has this class that uses axes and daggers. Then Sazanto is the flame guard who only uses swords. So back when you had the Eureka, she was also a unique class, although you can't use her anymore because she's dead, which I still haven't gotten over. After this, there's gonna be a bunch of characters from the gacha game that also have unique jobs like this. Although they are almost all concentrated in the late game, Sazanto is only one we currently have. Which means a bit of another decision that it takes so long to join you. As if Rinyu was playable, and I still don't know why she isn't. I think she also has a unique job because although she looks like a cleric, and I think she's mostly a support character, I did look at the wiki and I think she uses bows as a weapon. I also care was talking about Hasumi. I should have commented that I don't think I have to point this out, but just in case, I love her hairstyle. That's not like automatic big plus for me. I would have her in my main party if I played the gacha game. It's because of your actions as I was able to advance within the hierarchy of the church. When I become an archbishop, I vow to assist you with the full extent of my powers. I think we know who the next bad guy is gonna be. There's not gonna be a cathedral anymore by the time this quest is over.
黒幕は別にいるとな。
新たな神は慎重で狡猾です。
Maybe the point that
人
is
々の心
mastermind.
の闇につけ込み操ることを得意とする。決して己の姿を見せようとはしないでしょう。
唯一の手がかりはその写本の切れ端のみか。
教皇、我らはアトラスダムへと参ります。かの英知の都ならば必ずや明らかになるはず。
期待しているぞ。選ばれし者よ。最後の頼りはそなただ。サザントスらを助けてやってくれ。
アトラスダムに向かうぞ。
Atlas I played story hasn't taken me to before, but I did have to it before off stream to farm materials, so I can just fast travel to it. So I might have to return to the path to find some boat chests might have left behind.
この写本の正体、そこに首謀者の手がかりがあるはずだ。
さすが主司長殿。アトラスダムの学院は地の宝庫と言われます。
I was saying Octopath 1, if you choose this color, I think this is the town you start in.
いいな。
Already looks familiar to me.
この剣は何者が裏でつながるともわからぬ。写本の指揮者であるほどその降参も高まる。
No, that's knowledge of this text like to
誰
be
に伺うので？
complicit themselves.
知識と語るのだ。
You turn to knowledge itself. We're heading to the library, I guess. After I steal everybody's possessions, of course. Oh, Platinum Spirit, this should be good for Raymond. Yes, this is capped off Walda, the largest city in the Flatlands and home to many scholar. Speaking of Walda, I wish there was like some overlay where you could check which towns belong to which nations, because it's hard for me to keep track of that. Oh no, which one is the correct card? You have to guess their names.
仮は一瞬の判断が生死を果たし合えていきましょう。万丈この火炎よ、有効性を欠く手応えあり。
Nice cold guess for the witness.
恨みは晴らせ。さてと
退屈してたんだよね。覚悟し抜くからには容赦は。行くぞ。返しの太刀。
アキークに誇りにかけて。逃さん。
万丈この
力を込めて。すぐ
仮は
どうし
そこよ。そこよ。
倒れてはどうしよう。心配いらないわ。
I feel like I might have spent a note now. Oh, if I use the bow, it's gonna break the main guard. I was thinking of that quest, that mandatory quest by doing Sonic 2006, where you have to keep talking to a bunch of cards and figure out what their names are, and they all look the same.
ご苦労様。私のものね。
It's slightly stronger, but the crit is much lower, so I don't think this is actually better. It will improve her speed, but I don't think she needs it, especially her sword already gives her so much speed. I think when that's the case, the game will just take like the weapon with the higher speed stat. They won't add up on each other. Same for weapons with elemental attack whenever you use spells. Do like on my famous spicy gourmets can't get enough of it. Scald Queen's so crap by. Oh, that's the guy who got the ratatouille from that I had to give to Goodwin. I worry for my son's safety. Being a guard is such a dangerous job. Your life is constantly in danger. Says the overprotective mother, another one does. She lost her 30-something son so deeply she can't bear to cut the apron strings. She's so worried about being on his front room guard duty that she watches over him in secret. Hope you reach the World Class. I study lots and become a scholar. Shadow find a few reckless by her side. Being the older by 2 years, she was entrusted with watching over him. She takes her role seriously and is prepared to face whatever challenges come her way. Almost sounds like a still could fight. Where should I go walking next? Climb over that castle and explore inside. Looks like it to be lots of fun. Yes, I will go whatever lengths to stay interested in what's in danger. The oftentimes very valuable items he brings back from his adventures have earned him the esteem of his friends, meaning he steals stuff, right? Which I ain't taking. There's simply no cats worthy of my affection. Curse my family's prestige. A female cat belonging to a member of the nobility. Just after her owner's mansion, strolling through the town in search of a suitable male companion. Oh, she's got blueberries. And a letter fragment, which I don't actually know how many you need, or whatever. Way to restore HP of an ally and cure Star's ailments. Oh, that was it. You gather all these cards of paper. Invitation. There was an island that asked for an invitation. Thanks for taking time to gather all those cards of paper. As there's a range of the cat song. I've been searching for a travel with the cross of a cat, so I scattered this letter for arguments, Salvor Stera. You have Burovin or self-worth, you can come to our island. I bet you have no problem find our little idol. I already know where it is actually. I just finished talking to the people on this map. You can see a big library near the castle, right? There's a lot of historical tomes there. I'm not interested in books, my cows are what's most important, says the cow-loving farmer, of course. I'd be happy to talk about my cows. His parents were for the future as he dedicates his entire life to work alone. He has milk, but I also can't get it. I can bring my cows, sure. But it goes better with spirits than fish, even scholars say so. Every morning, this fisherman house is casually cast soltar fato vazando to earn some leaves. And here's another place you can get shrimp for that one side quest. And I'm now realizing why you can choose to start the game with a Ratatouille as one of the items you can choose. I thought it would be worth it because it's just a console, but you can, if you hold on to it, you can use it to get Goodwin faster. Alright, very good on equipment since I'm over leveled anyway. Now where is that that island? Not this one, this one with the level 60 quest. Oh, what is this place? Meowdy and welcome to the Cat's Island. Only chosen towers have permission to set foot on this island. The Great Sage will expound Lane in greater detail. Well, you would want to keep the sage waiting. Can I help you? Just to get the purpose of fire, I won't let any human set foot on this island unless the great sage grants him permission. Sure, you're disrupting my cat sip time. There are a nihilist who has decided that human desires are the enduring cause of no value whatsoever. Drinking cat sips is the highlight of their life. Oh, it's got one of those. There's a really good armor. If I had like a second tank, which I won't need, it would be pretty good. Makes you able to take a bunch of debuffs. I can take out some of Search as evasion for just raw defense. She does a bad tendency to get one shot anyway. If I'm a bit hungry, some tasty fish would make for the perfect snack right meal. You can pat me if you like. Humans instantly found their spell. It's adorable gazing the instant head tilt. It's for a creature, so make sure to take meticulous care of its throat, which has the ability to produce the sweetest sounds known to man. Unfortunately, monsters are immune to its charm. There's even a pub. I wonder how well you can get to this island if you go out of your way to fetch all the leather fragments. Humans don't have tails, what am I supposed to swipe at? I know, just raise to the top of your head. The curiosity has been dedicated to at what might happen if they were to play pranks on a human, since they finally have their chance to find out. Also, who's going to want a cat furball? Looks like it's gonna be a friendship item. Now this is gonna be stronger than Remi's sword, yeah, but might be good for hitting it. Actually, no, this one's also stronger.
ただいておくわ。
My name is Yesu and I'm a scholar. Not an amusing nickname. You must be kidding me, the chosen ones come to our island? Only someone that impressive could pick up all those papers. Got this all fired up now, we'll have to fight. There's some field work I'd like to do, so I'd appreciate if you took me with you on your journey.
そう言ってくれると思ったにゃ。ありがとうにゃ。僕は学者猫アイだ。きっと君の旅の役に立つにゃ。そうと決まれば早速旅支度にゃ。本と筆記用具と枕とマグロ節も忘れちゃいけないにゃ。ワクワクするにゃ。僕らの旅の始まりだにゃ。
New party member. Is the cat scholar, master of non-elemental magic. Now this one I'm pretty sure she, not sure their gender is from the gacha game. Those are those two thumb attacks on alphas, arcane meter, unleash a non-elemental attack on alphas, and they can only use books as weapon. Learn support skill that further his power of elemental attacks. Overcomes enemy defenses with non-elemental attacks and punishes broken foes with attacks that guaranteed to be effective. That's always is like non-elemental magic, like kind of like true damage, though it ignore defenses unlike elemental magic. So like could try this out with Alexia. They must have a passive about guaranteeing that you can run away, right? Because that's what cats do into our enemies. The cat boy, I can't help but cringe at how this meandering. Actually, if you're gonna commit to being a cat boy, you're gonna have to start writing and speaking like that. You can start by like anytime you're gonna type the R key, replace it with the W key, see how it looks, how it turns out. There was like a mod or corruption for Resident Evil on the PS1 that did that to the, not Resident Evil, Silent Hill, I think. That did that to the dialogue. It was like incredibly funny to see. Raise on speed and going south dodge. Or remote raises elemental attack in the evasion of the entire front row, back row. That one is really good. Could give it to Search as a, you know, an AoE buff. Carl upgrade to restore on HP SP. So it should be like rest but stronger, but without the part where it heals your status ailments in exchange of being more powerful. Triple slap. Jason, no elemental attack. Jesus also gonna need more JP. And way too many cringe people using wall language in the past. Sometimes they have wall physically cringe. Like I say, you have to get used to incorporating it. Precious cat regularly retrieves various items. I think I'll have to place one more house now. But I do have the materials from her, just to remove some because they are taking too much space. Oh, they have like a new style. I think there's a... seems to be a recall of the desert theme. Or are there gonna be like recalls for every style? Because that would be pretty cool. I had 3 people not on training for some reason. Never thought we'd see a cat in Wishvale. Again, I Meowgen, we almost never show ourselves around humans. Because we kill the cats if we find them, I guess. We are breeds, so there's always someone after our tails. Like time here, that needs to stay between you and me. I was thinking we could get more people to come if we count this lucky cat town. You must be kidding me, I had some tourist attraction. That's really your plan, and I'll just have to erase your memory. You know cats could do that. I mean, if they can do that, then if someone finds out, just erase their memory. It's easy to get carried away when you've got such a good feeling in front of you. Should commemorate the occasion of a gift. What should we give? Oh, him, so it's a male. Makes much more progress if a tasty treat to motivate me. Then I want the fanciest fish the appetite has to offer. Yeah, I was gonna check out the shop. Blasting the skies turn negative values on their equipment into positive values. Oh, interesting, cause Raimi has a shield that gives her a ton of defense, but also gives a big debuff to her speed. If you could turn that around, that would be amazing. The polearm damage to falls 2 times. I already have one of those actually. Like this one, you can, with this accessory, you can invert the evasion debuff, so then it's a really good shield. Wait, that I have to review my equipment later. I think if I ever gonna need this from rampant skill, if because I just use the Rain of House with Yuki, it's like crazy expensive. Might as well get it if I happen to need it, I have money anyway. Back to the actual main quest, so there's still wanna be more people to talk to. They may be smart, but there's one more clever thing miss, says the moneylender, of course. Since he was never a good student, he seems to harbor his own personal grudge towards those who seem intelligent. And he has a eye gouge, which actually sounds pretty good. Can deal blind. If we're able to grow enough crops to feed the masses, we can make everyone happy. Why do neighboring plots of the same land yield different amounts of crops? We can construct solid theories by unraveling this mystery, making it possible to increase output. but farmers have difficult accepting new ideas.
いただいておくわ。おいで。
Were you hoping for my autograph? I was merely jesting. I may not look like much now, but it was once an actress a long, long time ago.
つまらないの？
Whoops, one more time.
つまらないの？
Last try.
つまらない
Okay, the game doesn't want me to check out this NPC. Also, is another equipment that would benefit a lot from that drink. Effective one additional attack, that's really good. I might save scum for this weapon later. Okay, Seal's leg injury has since transferred to a less intensive post. He hasn't mentioned it to anyone and enjoys the serenity of his new post. I should mention this, so whenever you use a perfection NPC, your avatar is like a post that you choose which pose it's gonna be when you create the avatar. But if you happen to have somebody else on the leading the party, they also have a unique animation for this, like every character has. Starsh's animation is incredibly cute, so I feel the need to show it off. 2 more times. Isn't she just perfect? Too bad I can't like freeze frame on her pose. Sheer numbers of books may be overwhelming, but ask her to keep her voice down.
教えて。
One might presume him to be a diligent and dedicated guard, but is being scolded several times for sleeping at his post, as well as gambling with some of the scholars.
Wow, ここがアトラスダムの図書館ですね。昔から書物は好きでしたが、こんなに多く見るのは初めてです。しかし、この中からあの切れ端の原本を探すのですか？
ロンド、お前は物事の断りをまだ
He's
知ら
have
ないようだ。
much to learn about the world. He's about to get like
知るべき時には書物を取る。
a full rank dropped on him. Just as one takes up a sword to cut something, one takes up a book to attain knowledge. Or you can use the book as a weapon. You shall know.
いいや。司書に聞く。
なるほど。
おや、もしや聖火騎士団の方々ですか？
サザントスだ。こちらはロンド。
そしてこちらが我々
I
の協
thought
力
was
者。
asleep when we walked in.
司書さんに写本の切れ端を渡していただけますか？
これは古代ホルンブルグ語ですね。天を目指す英雄は翼をもがれ灰となる。
司書さん、古代ホルンブルグ語が読めるんですか？
いえ、この一節は読んだことがありまして、同じ言葉が書かれた本を他にも
Do the other books allow the same thing in them?
ですが、うち2冊はどちらも貸し出し中ですね。
It's fine, we're used to
そこを
stealing
なんとか
people's possessions.
事件の調査に必要なのです。
では本の回収をお願いできるなら、特に一冊は期限が過
One
ぎ
is
ても返
passes
却してくれなく
due date
て
anyway.
困ってるんです。
わかりました。僕たちが回収してきましょう。
最後の一冊、近畿の夜はこちらで探しておきますね。
オンに来ます、秘書さん。
期限が過ぎているのは3つの炎という本です。イボン学長がずっと返してくれなくて。もう一冊は聖者オリプス伝、メアリー王女が借りています。
Yes, we have to fight
手強
both
そうで
now
すね。
for the books.
まずはメアリー王女から
Around
聖
this
者
say
オリプス
skill
伝
glasses
を
in
回
shown
収しましょ
here.
う。
Also, Princess Mary might be character for Octopath 1. I have to see what she looks like. What is a secret flame? Oh, it's an info dump area. So, Nick Power gonna tell us by Saint Croatia. I just love reading. A good book take you places you've never been before.
教えて。
She would rather read than eat and wants the character to sleep for 3 days. She was reading a good book. She claims to have inherited her love of literature from her late mother.
いいわね。教えて。いただいておくわ。
That which grows in shards. Most inside the image, 20 split in shards, split between 2 people, get half. But flames won't grow bigger and brighter as they are divided in shards. Much the same as love, the 3 important things in this world only grow more when they are given out. There's another book here. History of Wish Veil. Over in Atlas. This land was born in the year of the Divine 100. Church record states that it was the birthplace for the Order of the Sacred Flame. After the battle against the abhorrent God Galderia, Saint Croatia and his disciples built a shrine to this land and named it Wishvale. The Great Light revival like a mouse to a flame, hey, I name off. After 100 years or more had passed, monsters began to multiply. Many townspeople's lives were lost. Croatia's descendants left Wishvale in search of a more habitable environment. Only the most faithful remained. They moved from cave to cave to hide themselves from the monsters, so that scholar that lives in the mountain might have something to do like with Wishvale's background. What gets bigger, the more you take from it. I have to think about that one. When I didn't come to promise again, around the year of Divine 1100. I'd like to know what year it currently is in this game. Many Divine Rings were described across Orstera. The Flamebringer's ring was found in a cave close by there, strangely encased in crystal. That's where the records end, as if the Flamebringer's ring was somehow trying to conceal its existence. There's no short of admirers among the scholars of the academy. She has left the Riverlands when she was but a child. Her heart still belongs to certain someone in there. Oh, Alexia wanted this one to max out her friendship. And this is just how the secret flame came to me, I think.
事な城ですね。見てください。重厚な石段と豪勢な装飾。手入れされた花々、それに
物見湯山に来たわけではないぞ、ロンブ。任務に集中しろ。
That is a perpetual killjoy.
すみません、主司長殿。
時にロンドよ。教皇は貴様に素質があると言った。だが、覚悟はあるのか。
はい、主司長殿。
貴様は何のために戦う、ロンド。
何の
A dramatic music fade away.
秘密です、主司長殿。
ふざけているのか。
Is that a jest?
いえ、
I can't read the word jest or the verb just like in any way and not find it funny.
教皇の使いのものだ。メアリー王女に謁見願いたい。
聖火主司長サザントス殿ですね。メアリー王女でしたら学習室にいらっしゃいます。
よし、学習室に向かうぞ。
Also, I gave my answer to the riddle of what gets bigger the more you take from it. Is it space? Like the concept of space?
教えて。いただいておくわ。
Let's say palace, not a castle.
教えて。
I think it's left, which is pretty close. Collecting paintings, if you know any good artists introduce me, is that for a side quest?
教えて。 いいわね。
It's funny how the more money you have in this game, the easier it is to make more money, because you can then buy those expensive items and resell them. Both are wrong. Oh, is that the boy who keeps stealing stuff?
教
Say
えて。
young burglar. The queen has already noticed, but has turned a blind eye for his actions. Oh, another one of this item. Alexa has one, she had two of them. Her damage should get like ridiculous.
いただいておくわ。
She'll lose some SP regen, but hopefully she won't need it. I think her armor already gives her some. Also, is like might get like incredibly powerful if those two stack together. Fully expect those two to not let me through.
教えて。
I mean, if you give up, okay, I have no more ideas.
教えて。
Of a prominent family in Atlasan, in one regards responsible for protecting it from him. While retaining his post, however, it was granted to him as he has no merits of his own. Very common. Nepotism is like as old as civilization. It's a hole. Oh, in a way, it is space, like an empty space.
勉強熱心な方ですね。失礼ですが、メアリー王女では？王女様？王女様？
ごめんなさい。つい読書に夢中になって。
I think this is the princess that shows up in Octopath Traveler. And the scholar character from that game is like her personal tutor. Although I think there was more than one princess.
それがウォルド王家の務めだと教わってい
Yeah,
るんです。
slaves seem like it.
そういえば、
That or she was too immersed.
申し遅れた。我々は聖火騎士団だ。教皇の命でとある事件を追っているのだが、解決には聖者オディプス伝が必要なのだ。
ああ、この本です。ちょうど読み終えたところでした。
ではお貸しいただけないだろうか。司書の許可も得ている。
そういうことでしたらどうぞ。本当に面白い本なんですよ。
If you're curious, there is like a website just for riddles. I think if you just look up riddles on Google, it's gonna come up.
かつて罪人だったオディプスが聖火の導きによって聖人となり、聖火教会の初代教皇となるまでの壮大な人生が描かれています。でもこの本ちょっと不思議なんです。
と言いますと？
一般的な伝記だとその人の最後、亡くなるまでが描かれますよね。でもこの本には聖者オディプスの死が記されていません。ただ禁忌の夜という言葉が謎のように残されているだけなのです。
禁忌の夜だと。
That was the title of another book.
司書さんが探している本のタイトルと同じですね。つまり聖者オディプス伝とは禁忌の夜の前日譚なのでは。
ああ、おそらくな。しかしもう少し調べる必要がある。
選ばれし者よ、次はイボン学長のところへ向かいましょう。
Will tell me tales of her travels.
教えて。
A bright young woman known as the Son of the Flatlands, said to be even greater beauty than her mother, the Queen. She dedicates her days to her education in hopes of serving her people, better serving her people in the future.
つまらないの。
No, give me that. Nice.
いただい
I
て
only had one more chance. Was watching Let's Play plays of a game called Buggles Shield last couple of days. It's pretty funny for what little story does. It's called Buggles because it features bugs, or is it something else? It's an auto battler. And it is about bugs, but oh, you do play as the bugs, because I saw there's a screenshot of humans shooting at the bugs. It looks like the humans are the villains. Oh, I remember. I think I've seen this card Octopath 1. I think she's involved in the postgame. You play as a hive mind, which is interesting. I think there's no, like, not enough games where you play as fairly realistically portrayed bugs, like as in a hive mind. I remember seeing a mod for Dwarf Fortress that introduced a bug race, where like they actually looked like bugs, not humanoid bugmen. They were centered around a queen NPC. It was only a shame that you couldn't play as it, they were only as a NPC race. Here's like the most stereotypical petty fantasy / isekai villain template you could have, down to his voice. You'll probably have to fight him.
では手短に済まそう。私は聖火主使長サザントス、教皇の使いだ。
聖火主使長？どうしてここに、この私に何か落ち度でも？いや、しかしそのような権力に屈する私ではないぞ。私はアトラスダム王立学院の学長なのだ。
学長、お耳を。
なるほど。ここで教皇に恩を売っておけば、しめしめ。
It's kind of like that, but it's just a silly game, and it's an auto battle, right? So don't get to actually control them.
大変失礼いたしました。どのようなご用件でしょうか。
学長よ、3つの炎という本を持っている。
And of course, as a portrait of himself
よくご存知で。
by his desk.
返却期限を過ぎていると司書さんが困ってましたよ。
返却期限だと？くだらん。学長であるこの私の行動をそのような規則で縛るというのか？
学長だからこそ率先して規則を守るべきではないのか？
But speaking of which, in this last Steam sale, I also got a strategy game where play as bugs. I'm gonna stream that at some point in the near future. It's called The Empires of the Undergrowth. It's an RTS where play as Ents. It looked very cool, even though I don't usually play RTS games.
しかしこの道の専門である私から言わせてもらえば、あの本の内容など初歩の初歩だ。聖火と普通の火、そして黒き炎、俺らは本質的には同じもの。
That there's a dark flame. That's my first time hearing about that one.
まあ君たちにとってはちょうどいい難易度だろうがね。
こちらです。
ありがとうございます。そろそろ司書さんの探し物が終わった頃かと思われます。選ばれし者よ、共に図書館へ戻りましょう。
I did play launched game to play the tutorial already. It seemed pretty cool. I like that the actual stages are framed like a nature documentary. There's a narrator that keeps talking about what you're doing in that fashion. So no fighting mode. And for the sake of my throat, I'll pause on talking to NPCs for a bit. I'll either complete that off stream or in a future stream.
師匠さん、こんにちは。
あら、聖火騎士さん、ちょうどいいところに来ましたね。ようやく見つけました、近畿の夜を。特別な書庫に保管されていました。
特別な書庫ですか？
貴重な本や世に禁じられた本を学院が集めているのです。教皇様の使いということで、今回特別に閲覧の許可が出ました。どうぞ、こちらが近畿の夜です。
拝見しよう。近畿の夜。聖者グラキアの死後、その教えは大陸中に広まってゆき、各地に聖火教会が建てられた。それから200年後、点在する聖火教会を一つにまとめるため、聖者オディプスが初代教皇となった。グラキアの啓示を受け、聖者となった男である。オディプスには絵の才能があった。このため文字の読めない者たちにも聖者グラキアの教えを分かりやすく伝えることができた。彼は誰もが聖火を扱えるよう聖火塔を作り出した。そして聖火を各地に灯して回った。それが最初の式年放火だ。聖人となった彼を多くの者が称え、ひざまずいた。しかしかしずく信者たちを見るうちに、ある感情が生まれた。欲だ。彼は死であった聖者グラキアを超える奇跡を起こし、自らが人知を超えた存在であることを証明しようと考え始めたのだ。そして式年放火の18年後、各地の聖火の力が弱まった頃を見計らい、聖火塔で原初の炎を奪った。聖なる炎と禁忌の儀式を用い、自らが神の力を手に入れようとしたのだ。だが天を目指す英雄は翼をもがれ灰となる。欲にまみれたオディプスは黒き炎に焼かれてしまう。彼には足りなかったのだ。神の指輪と聖なる血が。
最初に読んだ本は聖者オディプス伝。この本で彼は近畿の夜に灰になったと書かれています。
次は3つの炎。人の心が闇に染まれば聖火は黒寿炎に変わるとあった。
そして最後がこの近畿の夜です。聖者オディプスは黒き炎に焼かれました。
Wonder how this gonna cycle back to the like the mystery we were trying to solve before of the like the fake cut. Us were being graded by Gray was destroyed talent. Thankfully the bot shouts out people on its own now, so I don't keep forgetting about it. Hi there, Gray. Thanks a lot for the rate. What you're playing, by the way? Gray usually streams Arcanites, so please check out his channel. And I think I have to repeat it in case anybody is watching who hasn't heard it before. Just like me, Gray's avatar is actually inspired by Arcanites character designs, which is always pretty cool to see.
どういうことでしょ
In fact, he's currently the only
う
other
勝者は
V2 by now with an Arcanines
この写
inspired
本の切れ端を持っ
character
てい
design.
たのか。
ここで一旦考えをまとめておく必要があるな。選ばれし者よ、そなたの力を借りたい。
I think I've once seen one that uses the Doctor's code for Arcanites, but that's not so much Arcanite inspired as it's just taken straight out from Arcanites. Playing Arcanites into reverse 99, then random in the game I love, but anyways there's minions around the place today. I have to look those two up because I have heard of either of them. Reverse 1999 is a role-playing game developed and published by Blue Puck. Oh, is it like a gacha game? The art style actually reminds me a bit of Arcanites. The art style looks pretty cool. Also, one where there's minions. Oh, that one looks a bit like a game we were just talking about. I think that's called was it Burgos 2? I think that was the name. Oh, what did he use? A lantern, flame stealer, smoke pumpkin leaf. I think it was a lantern.
最下等。そして最下等で盗んだ炎
It's the
は
game testing if you've been paying attention to the info dump. Because that's kind of funny. That Corals Flame, I actually don't know that one. Black, because it's called the Dark Flame.
黒。つまり黒樹園の色。聖者オディプスの悪しき感情が
I was inspired a little bit by Arcanites, nice game, but the game looks seems much worse than Arcanites.
聖者オディプスは灰となった。
If that's the case, it's a bit of a shame because the game
灰
does
とな
look
らな
cool.
い方法がある。それは何だ？
So I'm actually hoping that like I don't find another gacha game I want to play because I don't wanna start any more gacha games after Arcanites. As needed to avoid the Fate, Divine Ring and Blood, Caldera's Ring and Blood. Caldera's like the Demon Lord, so I don't think it's that's what you need.
神の指輪と聖なる血だったな。神の指輪があれば黒樹園の力を得られるということか。
しかし、聖なる血とは何でしょう？
Still recommend trying it out unless you already have one.
迷っている時間はあるまい。
You mean if you already have an account in that game? I haven't wanted to start any gacha games including Arcanite Sandfield because I like just kind of don't wanna play them anymore. Because they're such a
急ぐぞ、ロンドン。
unlike normal games, you have to make a big commitment to them. You have to like log in every day, do the dailies and such. It kind of becomes a job, which I don't wanna deal with anymore. That's me actually a problem because playing this game here, Octopath Zero, has been making me flirt with the Octopath Traveler gacha game. That's very connected to this one.
そこまでだ。
This game has been teaching me that I've missed out on not playing Champions of the Continent back when it was new. Now I think it's a bit too late to get started on it, regardless of me already not wanting to play another gacha. But there is a parallel timeline where I got super into the Octopath gacha instead of Arcanites, and my avatar inspired by that game instead of Arcanites. I would look completely different.
好きじゃないわ。みんなを済ませて歌に学ぶ。ありがとう。
一瞬の判断、果たし合いていきましょう。万丈この一手。内命よ、手応えあり。 やめたね。さてと休むわ。
Are weak to Lexus? Not.
リズム感じてはじける休息にはね
I was curious about Trick Out Chibi Go, but don't really want to play it. That's another one I never heard of.
よく観察して。暗闇手応えあり。
Oh, nice, I guess Dark, because I think Dark will come after Ice. And if they were weak to Thunder or Fire, that would be before Ice.
頼むわね
休むわ。退屈してたんだよね。受けられる。
耳を澄ませて歌に
愛して一瞬の運ぶ。返しの太刀。万丈この一手。暗闇の手応えあり。そこよ。そこよ。
リズム感じて
Intercept elements, so I can't use magic on this one.
聞かせて
No, I
元
can't.
気応一。いざ。
Not sure what this other one is countering.
任せて
全力だ。暗闇の穴から包みも崩れる。生きて返さないよ。せーもらってくよ。今さら泣いてもいい。
I should have taken another turn.
もらってくよ。全力だ。
This will be overkill, but I wanna see how much damage Alexia deals now that she has even more
マギ
elemental
アア
attack.
ポクリファ。ここまで。
It's pushing 50,000. And I should say the passive that I keep saying removes the damage cap doesn't actually remove it, it just increases it to 100,000. I just thought like it would never actually reach that much damage, so it's basically unlimited. Think I might be wrong. So now I'm gonna look up what Draco Chibi Go looks like.
新たな
Oh, that's where that meme with the character on her knees comes from. I see.
教皇のもとへ帰還するぞ。目指すはフレイムグレースだ。
I'm gonna rest and save first, because I'm gonna take another break. So see you in a moment. Hi there. Back to Flames Race. Hope we're done with the lore dumping now.
サザントス戻りました。
おお、サザントス、ご苦労じゃった。そして選ばれし者よ。調査はどうであったか。なんと。
聖火騎士団に集結を打診しておきました。下級の事態だと。
Oh yeah, there. The other day I saw there's a Made in Abyss gacha game, but it didn't look interesting to me either. Look a bit cheap.
選ばれし者よ。頼む。
I think what that happened was Made in Abyss had to collab with a bigger gacha game that I cared about. By that I mean it should collab with Arcanites.
礼を言う選ばれし者よ。間もなく聖火騎士団が集うはずじゃ。
教皇、ご無事ですか？
遅かったな。
これは手厳しい。馬車馬のごとく駆けつけたが。
下級だと伝えたろう。馬車馬では遅い。
Horses are much too slow for such an urgent matter.
変わらぬな、サザントス。
団長、再会のご挨拶はほどほどに。
そうか。
選ばれし者よ。我々は首謀者の狙いに見当がある。ここはあえて奴の策に乗ってやろ
う。我々は外を固める。
私はここで教皇をお守りしよう。選ばれし者よ。彼らと共に外を守ってくれぬか。木を見て呼びに行く。
Hydrate dying doing that just after the
選ばれし者が。
心強いな、英雄の火星とは。
But now we have a Fable here on our side, yeah? Save the
ロンドン、
confidence.
貴様も行け。代わりがあれば呼べ。
わかりました。どうかご分を、出生殿。
英雄に遅れを取るな。総員配置につけ。うちの青二歳が世話になっているな。
全くもって迷惑だ。
おお、そうは見えんがな。
無駄口を閉じ、務めを果たせ。
そうしよう。
選ばれし者よ。あなた様はなぜ我らにご助力くださるのですか？何のために戦っているのですか？僕は崖の上の貴族に
Oh,
生まれました。
what do you think he said when
流
Ronda
石
asking
と
that?
いう石を代々守ってきた変わった家です。僕は幼少から騎士として育てられました。ですが13の時、流石を狙う盗賊に家が襲われたのです。家臣が殺され、 僕は連れ去られそうになりました。僕の剣は自らも幼い妹も守れませんでした。でもそんな時です。突然目の前で青い炎が燃え上がり、盗賊たちを焼き払い僕らを救ってくれたのです。それがサザントスさんとの出会いでした。あの人のように強くなりたい、そう思いました。そして僕は聖火騎士になるべく家を出たのです。サザントスさんは気づいてなさそうですが。すみません、喋りすぎました。
I didn't mean to ramble, you kinda did.
敵を警戒しましょう。選ばれし者よ。
It is another scene that's really hurt by the side protagonists being such.
あれは狂人。まさかあの数、ありえない。
Obviously this starts kinda leading to
選ばれし者
Rondo
よ、サザントスさんに伝えてきます。
taking over Sadanto's post, like a passing of the torch. Because if you like as people starts as some incompetent underling, and then it becomes better.
まだ
So I wonder if Sadanto's gonna leave the party again for that to happen.
もう少しだ。
サザントスとは
首謀者の真の狙いは。
教皇。国費。
まさか司祭まで
Infiltrated even the priesthood, actually, like the past show.
もはや何者も疑わ
Bad guys were from the priesthood.
いいな。
That's Mida's dad and that other one, that was Titus' underling.
乗ってやるぞ、貴様の手の上にな。
強行聖火、ここは危険です。僕たちと一緒に行きましょう。
So Rondo said something there and the game skipped it. That's a bit strange.
悔い改めよ、偽りの神を称える愚か者ども。その罪を我らが洗い清めてやろう。真の神は我らにあり。真の神は我らにあり。国姫、化け物にまで身を落としたか。待て。サザントス遅いぞ。
It's part of being
左を固め
the
よ。
main character, though he isn't.
そこ、右を固めよ。中央は任された。 教皇しばしお下がりを。ロンド背中は任すぞ。
はい、出生殿。
選ばれし者よ、いざ。
天網開会、阻にして漏らさず
More
我が剣にて悪を断つ。
monsters, that's how the game calls them.
リズム
I think I have to set up anything for this one, should just rush to
一
kill
瞬
it.
の判断が生死を分ける。万丈この一手火炎よ。
癒されるわ。今のうちね、直すわ。逃さないわ。
心を研ぎ澄ま2連鎖。
逃さん。
やるべきことはわかるね。マギア・アポクリファ。ここまで。力を欲すれば力
And
に
we're
破れ
done.
る。世の道理。
隙を見せるな。来るぞ。次だ。
倒させてもらうわ。あ、頼むわね。
覚悟しよっか。
耳を澄ま
I have to actually figure out what this one is against.
砕けろ。手応えあり。
抜くからには容赦。2連鎖。よく観察して暗闇を手応えあり。一瞬の判断が生死を分ける。2連鎖。よく観察して出る杭は打つ。手応えあり。さあどうしようか。
波状射撃よ。アキールの誇りにかけて。聞きなさい。
さあどうしようか。退屈してたんだよ
Need
ね。
if you can demonstration.
いいね。もらってくよ。抜くからには容赦はしない。2連鎖。
耳を澄ませて聞きなさい。
このまま生きて返さないよ。大切に私に全部よこしな。全力で見て。その身ここまで。力を欲すれば力に敗れる。世の道理。
I think I haven't fought this one against that's the night turn to a monster. But that was gonna come next.
なんて力だ。
Because I think so over now the game is gonna be like just full cinematic for a while, because the only challenging one is gonna be some side stuff like the arena monsters. Whenever I find more of them.
倒させてもらう。
As there's the soldier monster.
リズム感じ聞きなさい。
抜くからには容赦はし。2連鎖。万丈この一手雷鳴よ。手応えあり。
リズムを感じて。行くわよ。
Oh, it's not weak to any spells.
一瞬の判断が生死を分ける。
Also, Yuki's whiffing that rain of arrows a bit too much today.
二段万丈この一手手応えあり。一瞬の判断が生死を分ける。
Next redeem emote only shot. First of all, hi there Alexis. Second, I completely forgot that Grey had redeemed Hydrate, so I have to address that as well. And I found out that you have to actually activate emote only shot. You can it's not like automatic when somebody redeems it. So that's emote only shot for a while. Don't actually remember if it's supposed to be like for a certain set timer. Also, take a very brief break to hydrate. It's overdone. So in a second. Also, did you note that my channel has like a full set of emotes as of the first anniversary? Check them out if you haven't. If you subscribe, you get access to more of them, including some animated ones.
任せてちょうだい。退屈してたんだよね。さーて楽しもうか。はっ。
耳を澄ませて。やだ、歌が降りて。
全力だ。知恵こそが全てに勝る。その身で確かめろ。全力だ。
いきますよ。勝ちます。歌一つ。
アキークの怒りを受けよ。逃さん。このまま生きて返さない。
射撃よ。逃さないわ。
背中は任せる。コピー。2連鎖。
Now you see, you have to bombard it.
剣の道をまた一つ。
こちらが優勢です。出生殿。
Don't know if I said this here before, but back when I played Live Alive, when the first chapter I played, like every chapter is different Terra. I played the caveman chapter where the characters don't speak, they don't have language. They just communicate by emoting.
どちらへ。
When I played that chapter, I should have toggled the emote only chat for the whole thing.
選ばれし者よ。行くぞ。
Here's an idea if you stream that game. And I'm toggling it off now. You can use text again if you want.
ようやく会えたな。貴様の狙いは。
Finding out was the mastermind of Scooby-Doo style.
原初の炎を奪うつもり
Let's
か。
dramatically take their hood off. Find out it's like Rainy or somebody
この
like
選ば
that.
れし者が見抜いていたのだ。アトラスダムの特別書庫である写本を見つけた。近畿の夜のな。式年放火の18年後、聖者オディプスは聖火を奪い神になろうとした。なぜ彼はその時を選んだか。聖火の力が弱まり、闇がささやきかけてきたからだ。オディプスの死後、式年放火は20年に一度繰り返されてきた。そして今、前の式年放火から18年が経ち、
Oh, the guys who speak the drop stuff doesn't just mean that they don't speak at all and suddenly just won't stop talking.
いいな、必然だ。なぜなら、首謀者の狙いは近畿の夜を再現し、神へ近づくことだ。
褒めてやろう。よくぞたどり着いた。
Ah, it's not a guy.
聖者気取りか。間抜けめ。貴様なんぞに原初の炎は渡さぬ。我が炎がたけっている。良い焚き木となるぞ。貴様のような邪悪は覚悟しろ。バカ。
ひれ伏せ。黒き炎は何者も覆い従える。
黒樹。
Yeah, curse, not a curse, a cursed flame.
出生殿。
成果を飲み込むというのか。
Hey, Yuki, she had their back to you, could have done something.
貴様うわ嘘
Forgot what she was called, but she's the woman who's always finished. She's always with Renew since the Mass of Power Quest.
我が名はセラフィ
Seraphina.
ナ。世に裁きを下す愚かな人間たちに。
神にでもなる気
I
か
had no idea, and I don't think if there were any hints for that, I didn't pick up on any. It's not like you can. Well, I could check the VOD, but maybe there was something on her Inquire bio that could hint to this.
愚者と等しく語るか。笑わせるな。私は
I am the
真
truth
に
chosen
選ば
one.
れし者。
また
貴様の神は何をしている？
奴を止めるのはそなたしか
The only one who can stop. Actually, yeah, you. What are you doing just standing there?
行け
The main character in this game is so inert for some reason. Saddam has indeed left the party, but he'll probably be back. Must head to the Cave of Origin, which I can fast travel to. Why can't? I'll get there, and then in tomorrow's stream I can do that right at the start. And there's actually a brand new map. It does branch out quite a bit.
歌になりましょう。
Nice laser king. That looks like almost like an elite enemy. But it does not have the HP of one.
聖水流天諸行無常。
Is that supposed to be like K-Mace? This map is so big for some reason, and it only has 2 exits. The one you came from and the one that takes to the dungeon.
邪魔しないで。
ここが私たちのステージ。
Now let's check out the middle. There is a cat delete enemy. How's that gonna work? Does it run away? And if does, I just get to open the chest.
一瞬の判断。万丈。手応えあり。
I wonder if I spent my soul stones here, because that's why I usually kill cats, but I do that because otherwise they run away. I don't think this one will.
崩れる。
礼を言うよ。一瞬の判断が生死を分け
Honestly, I think it's better to just do element to attack straight instead of trying to break its shield.
力だけじゃない。その身で手応えあり。抜くからには
You
容
have
赦なし。
to like ride on its HP 1 point at a time.
解決にさせリズムを感じて任せて聞きなさい。
よく観察して雷鳴よ手応えあり。一瞬の判断が生死を
Now, Mister.
耳を澄ませて感謝する行くわよ。解決にさせ
万丈この一手でここまで。
Nice.
力を欲すれば力に敗れる世の道理だ。
So Octopath to give me a lot of JP because Raimi really needs some. That wasn't the case. I have to go the other way for this.
加減は苦手だ。いざ覚悟。
I think warping back to the village then leaving against faster than going all the way back, like on foot. Oh yeah, we can just fast travel to the same location again. Oh yeah, and if you fast travel... Okay, so if you were to walk in, then walk back and fast travel to this location, it just throws you at the end. Oh, you can see the cathedral from there, that's nice.
耳を澄ませて家族終わり歌がやんだわね。 Yeah, I shouldn't run away from too many battles because again, Remy needs the JP. No, I just continue till I find a safe spot. I think there was a passive code to gain more JP. Not sure if I have it. But that's usually the bottleneck for new characters. They join at your party's level, but you need to farm JP to unlock their skills. That and there's slots to equip more skills and passives to them. I guess what let's close this stream with this lieutenant. And he's weak to both, so this will be done in a jiffy.
そういうことか。手応えあり。
行くわよ。行くわよ。リズム
効果的な戦術だね。任せて。果たし合いていきましょう。よく観察して。火炎よ。抜くからには返しの立つ。さてと。
耳を澄ませて。
万丈火炎よ。想定通り。天気応一。任せて。いざこの手に全てを。
いい夢を。今よ。味わいなさい。波状射撃よ。鮮烈なマギークの怒りを受けよ。逃さん。
全力だ。マギア・アポクリファ。 やめたまえ。
I was about to load, but I can probably do it first.
始めるわよ。
背中は任せ。返しのタッチ。どうしようか。万丈この一手。ここまで。
Alright.
力を欲すれば力に敗れる。世の道理だ。
Alright, take one is gonna get melted. Let's set a low counter. Creeping Trash Mastery, deal great dagger damage to Typhoon. So it's the same as this, but without the poison chance. Right, Athena's just up ahead, so that's what awaits you for tomorrow's stream. I hope you'll be here for that. But I'll be ending this one now. Thanks a lot for tuning. If you don't follow the channel, please consider doing so. I play a lot of JRPGs like this one. This one has been a blast so far. And I'm looking for somebody to raid now. Thanks, Kara. See you next time. Also, thanks, Knight. It's time to end. Thanks for watching today. Hope to see you tomorrow. Have a good night.